Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people around this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is for you to reset your week using the 6 faculties of your mind. These are skills that I think you need to master, or faculties, I should say. I always like to run this meeting at least once every couple months. Eventually, I think I'll do it once every month because I think it's a critical tool to use in making decisions, versus just using your senses that you're normally used to, the basic 5 senses. This right here just allow you to make decisions with more depths. And, it's definitely more effective, people, to use these 6 faculties to make decisions. I promise you that. Anyways, let's jump into it. Number 1 is that is your memory. As human beings, it's good to know that everything that you've ever seen, ever heard, ever experienced, those goes into your memory bank, and that's why it's critically important, though, for you to always be learning something, because even if you're not fully aware of what you're hearing or seeing or it's around you, you're learning, people. You are receiving that information, and it's going in your subconscious and going in your data bank for you to be able to retrieve it at some point in the future, And the reason why it's critically important is that when you're brainstorming, people, a lot of the ideas and epiphanies that you have is basically the memories that you have experienced, seen, or heard that's helping you to shape the ideas that you have. That's why it's important for you to critically feed your mind. For me personally, outside of my regular daily routine and intentionality, I still, every single day, read a minimum of 1 book a day using Edway app. There's other apps that you can use that can allow you to get the summaries of a book in about 15 minutes, like what are the main points of the entire book, and they elaborate on it for 15 minutes or so. So it's like there's no excuse, man, for you not to feed your mind with the knowledge that you need so you can make better decisions as you evolve and develop yourself. Number 2, people, is your reasoning faculty. Now, reasoning is this. It's nothing more than your ability to think. The fastest thing I hear, man, is thought. Thought is faster than the speed of light, people. And just being able to say that, it's amazing, because it's like you can solve any and all problems with your mind. Everything we see around us, they came from people's mind, people. Inventions that we see, these are people's reasoning faculty that delivered this on to us. So it's critically important for you to consistently practice on a daily basis, challenging, using your mind to figure things out, people, until it becomes a habit for you where you can do it as a reflex versus having to be super intentional. So reasoning faculty, people, is your ability, again, to think, and I want you to practice on that every single day so you can develop and master that skill. Number 3, people, is your perception. Life, the way we see it, is a point of view. It's a vantage point. You can have 10 people see the same exact thing happen, and they all got 10 different versions of the story, because everybody see things through their perspective lens, and it becomes your unique perspective. My suggestion to you, though, is intentionally always, keyword here, people, is always choose to see the glass half full. That's the lens I use on everything, people. I always look to find the positive in everything that's going on around me, because whatever you seek, you shall find. Whatever you look for, it will manifest itself. So I choose not to look for the negatives or focus on the negatives, but instead, I don't care if there's 99 negative. If there's 1 positive, guess what? I'm going to focus on that 1 positive, on building on that. Because I know from experience, people, that, positive, when you focus on a positive, you get more of the result that you're looking for versus focusing on the negative by being a pessimist. I choose to always be an optimist, and that's what I'm suggesting for you also. Number 4, people, is your willpower. Anybody that's successful, man, or accomplished any level of success in life, you know, especially the bigger your goal is, the more will that it takes, people. So you have to really measure that and say, okay, what are you willing to do, you know, to attain the goals and things you're going after. So willpower, people, is definite. You must be determined, man. You must develop in yourself, man, from your gut, that persistence that no matter what happens, you will never give up on yourself. And always be willing to push yourself through whatever challenge you're facing, man. Just knowing and trusting and believing that God will carry you through whatever you need to remind yourself of, man. But you have the capacity to develop strong-willed people, and I'm highly encouraging you to develop that for yourself right now, because it's a critical, very crucial component to being successful in life, people, or to live attaining any level of true happiness in life. You must be persistent, man. So my suggestion to you is to develop a will of steel where nothing can break you, people, and you are unstoppable. That's what I'm encouraging you to develop for yourself. Number 5, people, is your intuition. Intuition, people, I rely heavily on that. One of the things I've learned over time is that the logical thing to do is not always the right thing to do. So if you rely just on your mind, then it will lead you astray a lot of times. Is that I go off of my gut feeling, people. Some people call it gut feeling. It is intuition, where you feel led to do something, even though it might not look right on paper. You know, a person might not look like they're the winning person, but, you know, it's like your spirit tell you there's true potential in there, and you bet on them, man. That's your intuition leading you, like, hey, give this person a chance, you know? Even though they don't look the part, you know, you go off your spirit, man, and you let your spirit guide you. And I'm thinking, really, in my opinion, my heart is my spirit that's leading me to believe in people that doesn't look right on the surface. You know what I'm saying? So my suggestion for you is to develop your intuition, where you allow yourself to be led by your heart and not always your mind, in certain instances, obviously. So intuition, practice that, man. Practice on doing what you're led to do, you know? Just like me going to Jamaica, people, this year. Like, that's what the spirit, every couple weeks I'm reminded of that, and it's like I know that I'm led for this, and I'm gonna make it happen. God is leading me, and I'm gonna do what I need to do to make that happen. That's my heart, that's my intuition, that's the spirit leading me right there. I don't worry about how, I just know I'm gonna deliver on that. So for you people, I want you to make moves, man. When the spirit leads you and is encouraging you to do something, go for it, man, because you don't know what's in store for you, and you will never know unless you try. So it's like, hey, go for it, you know? Let the spirit lead you, let your heart lead you, let your gut lead you, let your intuition lead you, people. Go for that. Last but not least, people, in my opinion, this is the most important one, is that you must have a great imagination, people. Imagination is the 6th higher faculty. And if you ask me, people, that's the most important, man, because imagination to me means nothing more than visions. Is that without vision, your people, you as a person will perish, man. You must have vision. You must develop the ability to dream and see things that's not yet is, you know? You must be able to visualize the amazing future that you want for yourself, and really practice on that on a daily basis. Practice on being more detail orientated, you know, not just saying, hey, I want to go here. What's your plan? Mentally create a plan, people. You know, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. Your plan is also a vision, people, because you're creating it with your mind based on what you see. That's simply the roadmap to get you there. Your imagination is the roadmap. Create the roadmap that gets you from where you are to where you're going, people. Focus, man, on creating the amazing life you want, people, with your imagination. People, my declaration over your life, number 1 is that you are a millionaire. Number 2, you're married to the person of your dreams. Number 3, people, you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that you heed this message, man, and get busy creating your amazing life today using the 6 higher faculties of your mind. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk tomorrow.